our actual gun and barrel and what it's going to live. So I'm going to get a cylinder here and bring this up. Okay, so we're just going to kind of place this, kind of center it out a little bit. This is going to be one of the arms that's going to kind of house and hold the two barrels. So we're okay with kind of the default settings outside of our height segment. So I'm going to go to my line shading and kind of bring some of my settings up here. And about 6 is good. I'm going to hit C, make it controllable or editable. Jeez, blame it on my allergies. I'm going to hit UL on my keyboard, and we're just going to kind of select these guys right here. And I'm actually going to just extrude those in a little bit. And I'm going to extrude inner as well. And let's go ahead and just bevel that out a little bit. Just give it some life. And then back to our live selection and UL on the keyboard. Rotate around, hold shift, so we have both of those selected. And once again, let's go ahead and extrude that in and extrude upwards. Yeah, maybe something like that. Let's see what a bevel kind of does for us here. I think that's pretty okay. Coolio. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty simple stuff, but it's going to help in the long run. And like I said, we're going to be going through a stage where we're going to really kind of beef up some of the detail on this stuff. Nothing too cray-cray, but enough to really make this thing intimidating and such. All right, so let's move on to building out our kind of getting our barrel and the housing of it. So let's get a new file. I'm actually going to turn my grid back on for this guy here. Let's go ahead and pick a cube. We will pick a cube. And we're just going to kind of bring this guy down a little bit here. Kind of like so. And let's turn on my line shading. I kind of want to see what we're doing here. Maybe bring that up. Just a couple. And I'm going to hit C. We're just going to kind of start with this guy here. We can always scale later on. But I'm going to go ahead and grab our points here, get our live selection, turn only select visible elements off, so we can kind of guarantee that we're going to see through this stuff here. And let's just kind of bring that in a little bit. Now I kind of want to have this a little offset, and I'll show you what I mean. Let me go to our side view here. And like I said, symmetry is good, but only in certain circumstances. Personal opinion, of course. How to bring that back, and this will kind of be the front of it's going to house our barrel. And just to ensure, I'm going to go to our front view here and just kind of bring that in just a little bit. Pretty simple stuff. All right. So that's looking pretty okay. It's a little wide. And while we're here, just kind of bring in a little bit. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab our, let's just say this is going to be the inside of our housing. I'm going to extrude in on that. Bring that in. Let's kind of scale that inward. And slide it back a smidge. And let's go ahead and extrude in on that. Oops, I'm sorry. I want to actually just extrude, not inwards. Just kind of bring it in. And go to our edge selection here. I'm going to hit UB on the keyboard, U then B. I'm going to select those inner edges, and we're going to bevel this guy out just to kind of give it a little bit of life. Something like that. Cool. So I'm going to grab these edges. I'm going to hit UL, and we're just going to kind of do the same thing here. just kind of smooth out our edges and whatnot. And I'm just going to simply grab these guys here too, like so, and just kind of the other side here, and just kind of bring these guys in like so. And then let's go to our polygon tool, grab our live selection, make sure that our visible elements is clicked on, and let's go ahead and extrude inner like that a little bit, and just kind of square this off a bit. And let's extrude inner on both of these, and they should both be behaving as such. And we could probably actually afford to just hit delete and get rid of those. I'm going to go to my edge tool here and hit UL and select that guy and that guy. And let's try UB as well. So I want these inner ones. I'm going to hold down Shift and get these kind of these edges here. And let's bevel in. Ooh, that doesn't look very good, does it? Yeah, I think I'm probably going to want to kind of tweak my bevel settings here because that's not looking so hot. So I think what we're going to want to do is in our bevel tool here, let's change our mirroring to, let's try radial here. There we go. Got a little kind of deformed there. That looks pretty okay. Okay, very cool. Let's go ahead and drop a cylinder in there now, just real quick. And we're just going to go ahead and rotate this guy 90 degrees downwards, and this is going to be the start of our barrel. So I'm holding down Shift and going by increments of 10 degrees. So let's bring this guy in like so. And kind of the same thing. I kind of want the front to have a little bit more. And this is not going to be our initial barrel. This is going to kind of house the barrel. So we got a lot of these layers going on here. Okay, we're just going to go to our side view here. And I'm just going to want to simply just knife this guy real quick here. Got it on loop, which is good. And just kind of eyeballing it for now. And you know, ultimately, I think with what we're going for, we can try to go for use, oops, got to turn that back on and reselect it. Use a tube, but it's not the, it's a little kind of overkill for what we're trying to do. So I want to turn this back off because what I'm going to do is basically just kind of scoot these back just a little bit. I kind of want to get a little bit of a defined area. And not by much. Just kind of maybe halfway down, just give it a little bit of curvature on our barrel here. Like so. Just a little bit. Probably bring that back a smidge. And then these guys as well. Oops. That'll just kind of help us, give us a little bit of, I don't think we want to go any farther than that. I suppose we can, but, you know, depending, I just want a little bit of life. And then what we're going to do is basically put another barrel that's going to live inside of that. And then, you know, we're going to tweak this a little more. But, you know, let's go ahead and focus that on the next lesson. And we'll just keep on continuing to build out our barrel. Okay.